Summit Snoqualmie Bike Park has only been open for 2 seasons now. During that time, they have significantly cemented their place as the leaders of technical lift access trails of Washington State. Today I'm going to take you down my favorite warm-up trail at Summit Snoqualmie Bike Park, a spicy blue square called Wapiti. It descends 500 feet over a mile, so it's not incredibly steep, but is filled with multiple lines and littered with technical rocks and roots. Unfortunately, Wapiti does not extend to the top of the lift, so I like to start on the blue square flow trail Burmy Lomax before taking the mid-mountain connector across to the start of Wapiti.
I'm going to start on Burmy Lomax. It's fun, if not rough. It's somewhat rocky, blue square trail.
Burmy Lomax is a fast but easy to ride blue square flow trail that features a handful of easy to roll or clear tabletops. It is definitely a blue square trail and can even be ridden by more beginner riders. However, you do need to watch out because people like to ride fast. There's a couple of larger roller gaps near the bottom that are entirely optional, but if you're going fast enough and feeling feisty, it's definitely something to check out.
One. There's another. This new little offshoot rock drop thing. Another table, nice and smooth on that one.
By its nature as a blue square flow trail, Burmy Lomax gets pretty blown out. A lot of people ride it and often with poor braking technique. It is still a lot of fun, but really shows bike park roughness. This next corner has a rad option line on the left, an easy hip jump into a shallow rock slab before the corner. This next straight stretch has the large roller double I talked about at the beginning. It's about a 20-foot roller double. In this video I scrub and roll it, but it's easy to clear if you have enough speed. You just really don't want to case it. Burmy Lomax continues straight across the road, but we're going to cut left across Mid-Mountain Connector. While it is a connector trail without any real features, it has a few fun rock gardens and some natural trail gaps if you're going fast enough. My favorite one is this rock drop into a mild left-hand corner. The line I'm taking here is a 24-inch drop that sets you up nicely. I'm hopping and landing in the corner. This is completely rollable if you take either the left or the right lines. The top of Wapiti is also the halfway point for Silver Fir DH, and an awesome place to stop, regroup, rest for a moment, or just take a picture.
Cross onto Wapiti. Wapiti's blue. It's got some mandatory drops on it. That one's a mandatory drop. It is not rollable.
Actually, I'm going to argue with myself here. It is completely rollable now. Originally, when the trail was built, it was a mandatory 24-inch drop. It has since been rebuilt and is now completely rollable. Wapiti does have a few other easy roller drops that can either be rolled or pulled up and dropped. Some of them, like that first one, are easier and best when pulled up and dropped. However, it is not mandatory since this is a blue square trail.
More spiky blue, or even light black.
Just like its Black Diamond big brother, Silver Fir DH, Wapiti has many lines through the trees, some high, some low, that allow you to somewhat choose your own adventure, such as how technical or fast you want the trail to be. Comparing the trail to others in the region makes me curious of the Blue Square trail rating. It matches closely to the Spicy Blue trails of CCDH at Raging River and Atlas at Tiger Mountain, but exceeds the skill level of OTG, a single black diamond, at Tiger Mountain. The Spicy Blue rating would be more accurate, however an easy black diamond rating would also be true. It's not very steep, and I think its shallow grade that makes it easier to control your speed and stop if you really need to is what differentiates it as a Blue Square versus the single black diamond of Silver Fir DH.
The only difference between this and the blacks out here is how steep it is. I'd say the technical level is still pretty on point for the blues and the single blacks. You start to take a step up once you hit double blacks, but those are on the other side of the mountain.
This trail parallels both Burmy Lomax and Green Party, and here you actually cross Green Party. At all the road crossings, you are able to bail out if you find this trail is too much for you, and due to its multiple crossings, it gives you plenty of places to take a short break and rest.
My hands are absolutely on fire right now.
I find this section of trail is one of the fastest, just because of the straight trail and consistent grade. It is rough, however, and at the speed I'm plowing through it, I started to notice significant hand fatigue, typical for a full day of riding at the bike park. It's hard to mitigate this. Even with well-tuned suspension and good gear, you're still going to find you suffer from it to some degree. The best way to fix it is more time in the bike park to acclimate your body and taking rest to stretch both your hands and your forearms. You'll be surprised how much of a difference that will actually make.
Down here, across the road, and we drop back down into the lift.
After the last road crossing, you will dump out at the bottom of the Silver Fir lift. This run is my go-to warm-up trail. I find it low consequence, but fast enough that it really builds you up for the harder trails. While it is a Blue Square, it rides the line between Blue Square and Black Diamond, so don't count it out if you're looking for the blacks. And on the flip side, if you're trying to improve and push into a higher skill level, this is the perfect one for it. Not too steep, but with challenging tech flow. This is an amazing trail, and just a good time all around. In this video, I am riding my 2023 Specialized Enduro S-Works set up with a WRP Link mixed wheel build. Thanks for watching Lions MTB Trail Tours. I hope you get a chance next season to get out and ride at Summit Snoqualmie Bike Park. Wapiti, not to mention the others out here, are some of the best flow tech around. We are looking for recommendations for trail tours, so please comment with any trails you would like to see, and if we use your trail, we will send you a decal. And if you like these videos, please like it and subscribe to see even more.